Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Listen and Learn English. We are so happy and excited that you are here with us again today, and we hope you are having a beautiful, peaceful, and productive morning wherever you are listening from.
Hello, dear friends. Emma, you sound extra energetic today. Did you wake up at 5 in the morning again, or did you finally decide to sleep a little longer?
I did wake up early today, but I promise I did not wake up at 5. I actually followed my full morning routine, and that is exactly what we are going to talk about in today's episode, my morning routine and how to speak about it naturally in English.
That sounds amazing. So, Emma, how was your morning? Did anything funny happen, or was everything calm and organized?
Well, I tried to be organized, but I almost forgot my coffee on the kitchen counter. And for me, forgetting coffee in the morning feels like forgetting my phone. It is almost impossible.
That is true. A morning without coffee is like a sentence without a verb. Something important is missing.
Exactly. And friends, before we continue, if you enjoy learning English in a relaxed and friendly way with real life conversations, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. It really helps our channel grow and it motivates us to create more lessons for you.
Yes, your support truly means a lot to us, and we love reading your comments, especially when you tell us about your own daily routines and your English learning journey.
So, today we are going to talk step by step about morning routines, useful vocabulary, common sentences, and how you can describe your own morning clearly and confidently in English.
And of course, I will ask many questions, because that is how we learn best.
That's sure. So, get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's start learning English together in a natural and practical way. So, Tom, let's start with the very first part of a morning routine, waking up. Many learners want to know how to describe this simple moment in English, but they are not sure which words to use.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes people say, I wake at 7, but they forget a small word. So, Emma, what is the correct way?
Great question. We usually say, I wake up at 7 a.m. The phrasal verb wake up is very important. For example, I wake up at 6:30 every weekday. Or, I woke up late this morning.
So wake alone is not enough in daily conversation.
Exactly. In real life, native speakers usually say wake up. And after waking up, many people say, I get out of bed, not just I leave the bed. That sounds unnatural.
Yes, leave the bed sounds like the bed is crying because you abandoned it.
Poor bed. So the natural sentence is, I get out of bed at 7 a.m. Then you can continue with, I stretch for a few minutes, I check my phone, I turn off my alarm.
Turn off my alarm is very useful because sometimes I press snooze 5 times.
Many people do that. So another useful sentence is, I hit the snooze button. That is a very common expression in English.
So, friends, listen carefully to these phrases. Wake up. Get out of bed. Turn off the alarm. Hit the snooze button. These are real-life expressions.
Yes, and you can describe your routine like this. First, I wake up at 7 a.m. Then I got out of bed and turn off my alarm. After that, I stretch and check my phone.
See, that already sounds like natural English, and it's simple.
Exactly. The key is using small, natural phrases instead of translating directly from your language.
Emma, can I ask something? What if someone wakes up very late?
Then they can say, I overslept this morning. That means you slept longer than you planned.
I oversleep sometimes on weekends.
That's normal. Weekends are for rest. Now that we are out of bed, let's talk about the next important part of a morning routine, getting ready for the day.
Yes, because after waking up, we cannot just walk outside like sleepy zombies.
Exactly. So the first common sentence is, I brush my teeth. Notice we say brush my teeth, not clean my teeth in daily conversation.
Oh, yes, that's important. And after brushing teeth,
We can say, I wash my face, I take a shower, or I have a shower. Both are correct, but take a shower is more common in American English.
so if I say I take a quick shower every morning, that sounds natural.
perfectly natural. And you can also say, I get dressed, not I wear clothes. For this moment, I get dressed means you put on your clothes.
Ah, so get dressed is the action. That's good to know.
Yes, and here are some useful sentences. I comb my hair, I dry my hair, I put on my shirt, I put on my shoes.
I like put on. That's another phrasal verb, right?
Exactly. Put on means to place clothing on your body. For example, I put on my jacket because it's cold.
And what if someone is still very sleepy while getting ready?
Then they can say, I'm still half asleep. That's a very common expression.
That's me every Monday morning.
And you can also describe your routine like this. After I wake up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a shower. Then I get dressed and get ready for work.
That sounds very smooth and natural.
Yes, the key is to use simple verbs and connect them with words like first, then, after that, finally.
So, friends, try to describe your morning right now using these phrases.
Yes, pause the video and say it out loud. Speaking practice is very important. Now, let's move to one of my favorite parts of the morning, breakfast. Because honestly, my brain does not fully start working until I eat something.
That explains a lot.
Hey, I need food to function properly.
That's fair. So, Emma, how can learners talk about breakfast in English naturally?
Great question. First, we use the verb have for meals. For example, I have breakfast at 7:30. I have coffee in the morning. Not, I eat breakfast coffee. That sounds incorrect.
So we say have breakfast, not eat breakfast.
We can say both, but have breakfast is more common in daily conversation.
That's helpful.
Now, let's talk about preparing food. You can say, I make breakfast, I prepare a simple breakfast, I cook eggs, I fry an egg, I boil eggs.
What's the difference between boil and fry?
Good question. Boil means cooking something in hot water. Fry means cooking something in oil or butter in a pan.
Ah, so if I say I fry eggs in a pan, that's correct.
Perfect. And you can also say, I toast bread, I make toast, I pour a cup of coffee, I make tea.
I like that one. Pour a cup of coffee. It sounds very natural.
Yes, and here's a complete sentence. After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen, make breakfast, and pour myself a cup of coffee.
Pour myself. That's interesting.
Yes, when you do something for yourself, you can say, I pour myself coffee. I make myself breakfast.
That sounds advanced, but natural.
Exactly. And sometimes mornings are busy, so you can say, I eat breakfast quickly, or I skip breakfast.
Skip breakfast? That sounds dangerous.
Yes, it means you do not eat breakfast.
So, friends, here are useful expressions from this section. Have breakfast, make breakfast, fry or boil eggs, toast bread, pour coffee, skip breakfast.
Try to describe your breakfast using full sentences. For example, I usually have toast and coffee. I make breakfast at home before work.
See? Simple, natural, and real-life English.
After I finish breakfast and feel a little more awake, I usually sit down for a few minutes and plan my day, because starting the morning without a clear plan sometimes makes the whole day feel confusing and stressful.
That is very true, because when I don't plan my day, I feel like I am busy all the time, but I'm not really productive.
Exactly. So here are some very useful expressions you can use when talking about planning your morning. You can say, I check my schedule, I look at my calendar, I review my to-do list, I organize my tasks.
Emma, what is the difference between schedule and to-do list?
Good question. A schedule usually includes time. For example, meeting at 9 a.m., class at 11 a.m. A to-do list is simply a list of tasks you need to complete without exact times.
Ah, that makes sense.
You can also say, I set priorities. That means you decide what is most important.
That sounds like advanced English.
It's actually very common. For example, I have many tasks today, so I need to set my priorities.
That sounds professional.
Yes, and here's a longer example sentence. Every morning, I check my calendar, review my tasks, and prepare for the day.
That sounds very organized. Do you always follow your plan?
Not always. Sometimes unexpected things happen, and I have to adjust my plan.
Oh, adjust my plan is useful.
Yes, it means you change your plan a little.
What if someone has a very busy day?
Then they can say, I have a busy day ahead, or I have a lot of work to do today.
And if someone feels calm?
They can say, today looks manageable. That means the day is not too difficult.
I like that word, manageable.
So friends, try saying this. In the morning, I check my schedule, review my tasks, and prepare for the day.
See, that already sounds like confident English.
After I finish planning my day and feel mentally prepared, the next step in my morning routine is getting ready to leave the house. And this is where many useful daily English expressions appear.
Yes, because this is the moment when everything can suddenly become stressful if you are not careful.
That is very true. So let's start with some natural phrases. You can say, I get dressed. I put on my shoes. I grab my bag. I pick up my keys.
Oh, I like grab my bag. It sounds very natural.
Yes, grab means to take something quickly. For example, I grab my backpack and head out.
Head out. That's another phrasal verb.
Exactly. Head out means to leave. For example, I head out at 8 a.m. I head out for work.
What about locking the door?
Good point. You can say, I lock the door. I make sure the door is locked.
That's important. I once left the house and forgot my phone inside.
Oh no. So what did you say?
I said, I forgot my phone at home.
Perfect sentence. That's simple past tense. You can also say, I double check my bag. That means you check again to be sure.
That sounds responsible.
Yes, and here's a full example sentence. Before I leave the house, I put on my shoes, grab my bag, double check my keys, and lock the door.
That sounds very natural and organized.
After that, you can talk about transportation. You can say, I drive to work. I take the bus. I walk to school. I commute by train.
Commute sounds like advanced vocabulary.
It's common in daily English. Commute means traveling regularly between home and work or school. For example, I commute to work every morning.
So friends, try saying, I leave the house at 8 a.m. and take the bus to work.
Very good. These are real-life sentences you can use every single day. Now that we've left the house and started our day, let's talk about something very important, how we feel in the morning, because describing your feelings is a powerful way to sound natural and confident in English.
Yes, and honestly, morning feelings can be very different from one day to another. Sometimes I feel energetic and motivated, and sometimes I feel like I need 3 more hours of sleep.
That's completely normal. So let's learn how to express these feelings clearly. You can say, I feel energetic. I feel motivated. I feel tired. I feel sleepy. I feel refreshed.
What about when someone is in a good mood?
You can say, I'm in a good mood. Or, I woke up feeling positive today.
And if someone feels stressed?
Then they can say, I feel stressed. I feel overwhelmed. I have a lot on my mind.
A lot on my mind sounds very natural.
Yes, it means you are thinking about many things and maybe feeling pressure.
What if someone feels calm and peaceful?
They can say, I feel calm. I feel relaxed. I feel ready for the day.
That sounds confident.
Here is a longer example sentence. After my morning routine, I feel more focused and ready to start my day.
I like focused. That's a strong word.
Yes, and here's another natural phrase. My energy level is high today, or my energy is low this morning.
So instead of saying only I'm tired, we can say my energy is low.
Exactly. That makes your English richer and more expressive.
Let me try. On Mondays, I usually feel a little sleepy, but after coffee, my energy level improves.
Perfect sentence. That sounds very natural and real.
So friends, try to describe your morning feelings using full sentences.
Yes. For example, I feel motivated in the morning because I like starting my day early.
When you talk about feelings, your English becomes more personal and more powerful.
So today, we talked about something very simple but very important, our morning routine and how you can describe it clearly and confidently in English using natural daily expressions.
Yes, and we did not just list vocabulary, we actually practiced real-life sentences that you can use every single morning without thinking too much.
Let's quickly review what we learned. In the morning, you can say, I wake up at 6 a.m., I get out of bed, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I have breakfast, I check my schedule, I leave the house.
And we also learned how to talk about feelings. For example, I feel energetic. I feel tired. My energy is low. I'm in a good mood.
Exactly. And remember, when we talk about routines, we use the present simple tense. I wake up. I go to work. I drink coffee.
Simple, natural, and practical.
Now, Tom, let me ask you, what is one new expression you learned or liked today?
I really liked, I have a busy day ahead. It sounds professional but easy to use.
That's a great one. I liked double check my bag. It's small, but very natural.
Now, friends, it's your turn. What time do you wake up? What do you usually have for breakfast? How do you feel in the morning?
Write your answers in the comments. We love reading your routines and seeing your progress.
And if this lesson helped you, please like the video. It really supports our channel and helps more learners discover, listen, and learn English.
Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next daily life English conversation.
Remember, learning English does not have to be stressful. It can be calm, natural, and connected to your real life.
Start with your morning. Speak about your real routine.
Small practice every day makes a big difference.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
See you in the next episode.
Have a wonderful morning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.